Welcome everyone to the Watchalong. St Kilda, Adelaide Crows. I'm looking forward to this one. This is a different one. I put a poll up on the old YouTube, and you said you wanted an extra game and a review show. So we've done that. So now you get 3 of these, and a busy day for me. G'day, Tiger Time. G'day, don't look at me. Good luck today, mate. Paul. Rocking clips. Looking forward to this. This should be a good. These are 2 teams that I struggle to confidently place. I am bullish on the Crows, but I find St Kilda should be better than they perceive as well. So I'm really excited about this one. I think this one is one of them games where we're going to learn a lot. So I'm looking forward to it. Hey, Mitchie, how you doing? Hopefully your Saints get up for yours and my wife's sake. It's mental, innit? Like, honestly, the fixture in this league is borderline banter, innit? Let's be honest. Like you just wouldn't get it in any other sport, would you? It's always one of them things I always think. Like, the AFL, it's just crazy that we just accept bizarre. I think it'll be a good game, man. I'm hoping for a good game because the watch-alongs this year we're just all about the blowout. However, the Brisbane-Sydney game was good. And I'm sure the Carlton-Richmond game was good if you were a Richmond fan or if you were an impartial. Yes, Saints have got a bizarre fixture list. Like when you look at like Carlton's fixture list, right, and then you look at St Kilda's and you look at where the team's faced, it looks like we've got each other's fixture list, but I mean, there it is. I've said this for years. I understand because we've got such a weird number of teams and a short window for the games that you could never have fairness. But wouldn't it be great if there was actually like an open book? If you finish 14th, these are the teams you play next year, irregardless. Like, it can't be that hard. And you know, when people say to me, oh, but what about the King's birthday game? You can still have that factored into it. Like, that's why maths exists, to solve problems. Do you know what I mean? Like, I hate to be that guy, but it can't be that. I would reckon I could set up a formula in a day that's fair, that takes this. That takes this all into account. Just saying. It can't be that hard. And the AFL have got a bigger budget and smarter people than me. Well, supposedly. Obviously, we're on Sid Draper watch today. He is named sub, which makes me very sad. Give me your predictions in chat of who you're looking for on both sides. Maybe Supercoach related, maybe just life related. Maybe you just like him. And your prediction. I am going to go Adelaide by 14. And I am excited about seeing... I am excited about seeing my boy Sid Draper, who will come on at some point for Adelaide. And I am excited about seeing how Jack McRae fits in this St Kilda team. I was very bullish about him when he signed. So I'm excited about seeing how that looks. Crows by 31. True, Mitch, you've got to play him in finals. Just for me, I think there should be some equality. Hey, Peter. Good day, mate. How are you? I mean, we're Carlton fans, though, mate. So, like, on paper, fucking the statistics of it translating on grass. It does look good, though, doesn't it? Keys, Thilthorpe, Rankine, Fogarty, Walker, Neil Bullen. I'm a big fan of Neil Bullen. Underrated. G'day, I'm all right. How are you, Dorical? Rockin', I agree with you, mate. Like, to me, I hate to be that guy, but does anyone really give a shit about seeing the grand final replay round 0? I don't. Like, the only way you could do it is, you know, that they did like that special game for the Indigenous All-Stars. You have it like as a community shield. So, like, you play it on a rotating roster as a standalone practice game. Saints by Gus, good day, mate. Hey, I hope to see that for you, mate. I hope to see that. I'm looking forward to this. 5 minutes before bounce, Hunter Clark sub, Sid Draper sub. They've absolutely done my boy rotten, gotta say. I'm a big fan of Sid Draper, and I'm very upset that I don't get to see him start the game. But g'day, Dame. How are you, mate? Commiserations for yesterday, mate. We're both in the losers section. Both probably questioning our life choices this morning. So welcome to I am the chairman of the Disheartened and Upset Fans Association. Saints by 1-1. I love it. Tell you what, just quietly, Adelaide's trade period was ripper, and no one talks about it, but it is pretty good. You know what? I would say, I mean, I'm sure Damo's going to disagree. I'd say Carlton's because we were playing a game that was odds on to finish last. Like Fremantle, they played a side that you would have in your top four. So I think when you put it that way, it's okay. I really like the Adelaide deals. I really do. I think they did incredibly well. So, like, fair play. Like, I think they signed everything they needed. I'm very impressed. Got a busy day today. Potentially, you've got ratings on Blue Abroad, but it might be tomorrow. But I will be back at 8 o'clock. With Marnie. You know what, though, Gus? I said that we've got a new show starting on Monday, which I've got an absolute quality intro for. I am so excited about showing you it all. And basically, the concept of the show is called PommyInOz. And basically, I'll just go off on a team and just unfilter my thoughts. And what is amazing is I did call it Thursday night, saying it's going to be hard to top Carlton. But you know what? Teams have really had a pop at trying to feature on that show. Like, Port tried their best. Rio tried their best. Like, everyone has tried to feature on the first show. But Carlton, at the moment, are odds-on favourites. Hey, Birmingham, DJ Big Tom. G'day, mate. Hey, it's a long time since I've seen the mean streets of Birmingham. G'day, mate. What's the weather like there? Morning, Matt. It has been a weird start, Mitch. To be fair, right, though, you know, Fremantle, my thoughts on Fremantle, I just don't think they're bold. Do you know what I mean? They're not bold enough. Like, even Port against Collingwood, that first half, it reminded me a lot of Collingwood versus GWS. That if they took their chances in that first half, the gap would have been narrower. There's a chance, but they were wasteful. The Fremantle game, it just felt like they were setting up to lose that game by 4 the entire time. Hey, DJ Big Tom, ask away, mate. Everyone in chat is brilliant. Cheers, Gus. You're a legend. Everyone in the chat is knowledgeable as well. My advice, I'm assuming you're a Birmingham fan. Don't take your time before you follow a team. Legit. Damien, good day, mate. Like, take your time. West Brom. Oh, I'll tell you what. Proper side. Yeah, take your time, mate. Take your time before you jump into a team. This is your chance. This is your chance to get the glory you so desperately desire with no obligation. Don't make the mistake that Pond did. Because sometimes the heart lies. Tell you what, do you remember John O'Greening at West Brom? West Brom legend. What a player John O'Greening was. Arguably up there with the best player never to play for England. Who would be the West Brom equivalent of AFL? So a passionate fan base, not a lot of massive success, but so it would have to be a Victorian team because there's Villa and obviously there's Villa, Leicester, Birmingham, all in that like area, the Midlands. Maybe St Kilda, wouldn't it? Yeah. St Kilda, it would be, wouldn't it? Like and we're off. It would be St Kilda. Port. Yeah. Who's more supported, Adelaide or Port? That's a tough one. You know what? It might be North Melbourne. Might be North Melbourne. Dogs, great shout. Yeah. West, spot on, chat. You're good at this. So we've got boundary throw halfway. Rowan, Harry Boyd matches up with Riley. And McRae digs one out. I think that's a mark, you know. It is. Good game, this, I reckon. It's going to be a good game. Sun is shining. South Australia. Rankin gets involved early. Goes backwards to go forwards. Oh, Adelaide, great pick up there. Ball comes in. It's a foot race. Ben Keys tries to wrap him up. He can. And St Kilda come away and wrestle it out of the line. Good work by Darcy. Ooh. Little bit of afters there. You love to see it. Obviously, Ben Keys, you're not going to see him today because obviously he only performs against Carlton. So don't expect much for Ben Keys. Tell you what, McRae's been lively as Zachy Jones goes up the corridor. To be fair, St Kilda usually have a good Guernsey, to be fair. They are probably the clubhouse leaders. Tell you what, it slips out the back. I am not too sure there what Caminiti's doing, but he's made a meal of that. Mate, your team kind of picks you, I think, DJ, mate. That would be my advice. It kind of picks you. Good mark there by Adelaide. Does Adelaide make it up? Jordan Dawson getting a lot of the ball with McRae, but will been lively early doors. Goes straight at the boundary floor. Tex Walker likes the cut of the jib, though. Hey, I love that. 2 guys, 1 cup. Hey, I like that, mate. So boundary throw here. No goals, 2 minutes gone. Wrapped up in the... Tell you what, the tackle pressure from Adelaide has been really good early doors. You know what? I know we keep talking about the scoreboard, but can I just say that scoreboard looks sick. Riley Bryan can't take the mark. Hey, Matt, I agree. You know what, though? That if that was the case, I would have gone 3-0. But I agree, as a foreign to the game, that was a consideration. Was a consideration. Which kit would I wear? And I do like a bit of purple. Was Adelaide quite happy to just build out the back of stoppage? Again, kick's not marked. And, oh, Rankin, no one reacts. Oh, Ben Keys can't get the handball back to him. And Nass in all sorts of trouble, coughs it up. And Darcy Fogarty, who looks like the world's greatest chippy, if you want a footballer, has the first shot at the goal. Doesn't Darcy Fogarty look like your standard chippy? High risk, low reward from Big Nass. And Darcy looks like he's trimmed down and muscled up. So he plods in. Oh, you love to see it. Straight and true. Crows hit the front 6-0. Yeah, Paul, I mean, there was a lot of options open to me. Do you know what I mean? Like, you know what did come into consideration? St Kilda were heavily in the consideration, right? Because they wear the same colours as England. They last won a flag the last time England won a major title. There was a lot in there. There was a lot in there. Like, really, though, my mates wanted me to support Richmond or Pies. And then Geelong was my first boss's team. So there was like literally 3 out of 6 options were brilliant. And the other 3 were all the same pain, slightly changed. So, I mean, do I regret the decision? Not really, no. Wouldn't have it any other way. Here we are. So Adelaide take the lead, centre bounce time. Seen a lot of Harry Boyd in these ruck contests. Oh, Adelaide is so clean. It's so weird that Adelaide were poor last year because they're just so clean. Laconic efforts here in defence. Real scrappy. Tex Walker chases. Run down by Jack McRae. He gets the handball away. Shot at goal. Second to the ball. Saints just seem a little bit behind the 8 ball. Who won the flag in 1985 off the top of the head? That's when I was born. Oh, probably Paul. I mean, this was like I started this. I mean, I was happy just doing Blue Abroad stuff. I started this, though, like doing just because of COVID. Essendon. Well, I looked out, didn't I? I looked out, chat. So stoppage throw. Peatling wrestles with the ball. Nass. Tell you what, they're just so clean up close. Shot at goal. And Peng Ting, he kicks a goal. 13-0. Matty Crouch. And St Kilda just really been real scrappy around the low ball. About the ground ball, and Matt Crouch finds himself in acres of space in a stoppage. Bang, goal. St Kilda, a bit of work to do early doors. Big celebration from Matty. Tell you what, though, 2 shots a goal. Straight through the eye, diddle. Can't you beat it, can you? How good's footy? Tell you what, can I just say, you know, it's soccer game. Adelaide socks have to be the best in the league, don't they? How good are them socks? So St Kilda need a steadier here. Harry Boyd receives the handball. Big boot inside 50. But again, Adelaide just feel like they've got more time. The pressure's really good from Adelaide. St Kilda just find the mark here on the wing. They go quickly. Probably not the play there. Bit of space here, though, for St Kilda. Great kick. Look on the outside. St Kilda here running in goal. Just wide. Good football, that by St Kilda. Hey, Ben, sometimes, mate, it's an interesting one of how you pick a team. Like, all the Australians in here, how did you pick your EPL team? Here we are, massive. There's 3-on-1 in the forward line. Tex fumbles it, handballs it off. And you hate to see it, but big goal. And Riley Thilthorpe has his first of 2025. Way too easy transition football. And Saints, after a nice little bit of play, see a nice transition goal. They attack the corridor. It's not dealt with. Ball hits the deck. And so many players out the back for Adelaide. G'day, Ryan. And too easy. Not what you want. Ross will be fuming. And Riley Thilthorpe doing that horrible thing that players do. Open goal and boots it into Narnia. I like the way that he's celebrating in front of the Saints cheer squad. You ain't getting much there. You know what? Thilthorpe, he's been injured a couple of years, but Jesus, puberty's hit him. Ken, Hawks looking tasty, mate. Looking tasty. Again, Adelaide just getting these handball chains going and just finding space at will. Rochelle, left wing here, goes to the pocket, overcooks it, sees it out for a behind. I mean, for a boundary throw. Tell you what, St Kilda need to just get a bit of control of this game. Just calm it down a bit. Again, out the back from that contest. No one there. And it's a behind. Tell you what, Adelaide need to capitalise on these. But St Kilda losing their men just in these contests. Nice short kick there from Saints. Saints just need to keep hold of the ball for a couple of minutes. Just calm it down, don't they? Oh, intercept mark taken. Good call, that, Josh. Adelaide come back in. It's a weird kick, but it's worked. The running on from Adelaide is impressive. Jack McRae tries to clean it up, goes out wide. And a kick to nothing. He's going to come back with interest. Already in the first 10 minutes of play, Adelaide just looks so composed and calm behind the ball. And they're not rushing. They're just taking their time, changing the angles. I'm not too sure that was a legal disposal by Tex, but the ball does come inside 50. Again, out the back. No one deals with it. Shot a goal. What is going on there with Harry Boyd? Harry Boyd was running like he was running through molasses. And there's a big goal here for the Crows. Isaac Cumming gets his first in Crows colours. But they were just dawdling at that ground ball. Honestly, that is poor there from the boys from Saints. Harry Boyd there literally looked like he was running through snow. And a good goal. Jesus, like if that's Harry Boyd at full pace, which he's not because I saw him play in Sandford, jeepers. St Kilda really need a steadier here because this could get ugly. Adelaide have got the ability to kick in clusters. They're blowing off cobwebs here. You know what? If you replay that Harry Boyd effort and just play the theme music to Thomas the Tank Engine, that would really fit. Adelaide streaming through here. Great offload handball to Neil Bullen. Drags it wide. G'day, Jill. How are you, my darling? Hey, Mitch, stay with it, mate. We're here for you, mate. We're here for you. This is the sanctum, mate. I agree, Tiger Time. Just get your hands on the pill a bit. Saints ignore the short option again. Seanmaker goes long. Gets it back. Saints need to hit a mark here. Big mark there from Rowan Marshall. Handball inbound, but he's caught. Mental to play on from there. And Adelaide go back through the corridor and they look to build here. Just being a bit more patient. No, I said good morning, darling. How are you, Jill? I think you're one of like two girls in chat, Jill. So when I say darling, it's probably you. Spot on, Lewis, and that probably is a mark by text, not paid. Jones goes wide. Honestly, it's real cagey from Saints. It's almost like they're having to play quickly by necessity at the minute, and Adelaide are just controlling the tempo of this game. Spot on, Lewis. Couldn't agree more with you. Like, you know, the big thing people say teams are quick now. I don't agree. I think teams have real good balance. Like, you see Adelaide here. When they go, but they're very content to keep the ball. Reminds me a little bit like EPL when we started to see the short tick-attacker 4-3-3. It was very quick that teams noticeably started to change, and the style from long ball to possession retention happened almost overnight. And the teams that refused to got left behind. United were one of them teams that refused to adapt. And then you saw what happened for the next 12, 15 years. Good mark there by Mason Wood. They needed that. Probably not the kick. Might be a free kick here to Brad. He was held all the way through that contest. Caminiti tries to make something happen. Bullied out of it, though, by Mark Keane. And Mark Keane wins the ball. Great effort from Mark Keane. Shocking handball. Look at Adelaide here. They're willing to play with it. And a shot to nothing inside 50. Dealt with accordingly. Adelaide look to build. To be fair, though, to Liam O'Connell, he doesn't look Irish, so it makes it quite hard to work out which one Liam O'Connell is. You know what I mean? No, thank you. Adelaide even fumbling a mark here when they've got time. Darcy Wilson has to hit a target, and he does. Saints will have a proper shot at goal with everyone's mate, Windhager. Windhager knocks it to the goal square. Not really the play, and got to be a bit of pressure. Well done. Jones needs a bit of a surety. Not what a kick. Saints should have their first goal, and that was hard work. That was hard work for Saints. Max Hall in front of the sticks there. Tell you what, he's got a decent sleeve on him, hasn't he? Nice sleeve tats there. Oh, you can't miss them at this level. 25-2. That is a dampener, that. So Adelaide have to go long here. Saints have really committed men forward. This is where it's gone wrong for them. When these marks have happened, Phil Thorpe takes it on about 8 people. People at the back just seem to be there. And again, Adelaide building nicely. And now there's natural one-on-ones. Rochelle beaten in the contest, gets the ground ball. Oh, this should be it. And there it is. Fogarty. And that is Heartbreak Hotel for Adelaide. Absolute Heartbreak Hotel. So easy and so predictable. Adelaide doing the simple stuff well. And we just said it, once they mark it halfway, it's just natural one-on-ones everywhere. How long's he out injured, Genwill? Like, what's the synopsis? Adelaide really need a straightener. 31-2, 7 minutes 58 left to play in the first quarter. And Adelaide just giving simple execution here. And Saints, their basic fundamentals are staying tight. Hey, Daz, mate. I'm good, mate. How are you? I've watched it twice, once for ratings, once for my review show. That's probably me done now for the rest of my life. But, mate, go hard. Go ahead. Tell you what, the third rewatch was really hard to do ratings. I wanted to do that about as much as I'd spend the weekend with my mother-in-law. She's out at the minute, Matty. And Saints play on quickly. And they finally have their goal that they much needed. Max Hall makes up for the earlier miss. 31-8, and hopefully that starts a bit of life into them. Mason Wood absolutely accosted. He gets the free. Saints react quickly. You know what? With Mason Wood, I know that they like him up the wing. For me, surely you got to play him. Dan Houston would be good, but look at the way Carlton moved the football. One play and use their halfbacks. He wouldn't be playing like that. Like, I always find it a fascinating conversation, but even if you added Charlie Cameron and Tom Papley, the way we move the ball, they'd be useless. Like, it's 70% players, but the players have got to play in a system, and the system's not there. Adelaide move the ball out of the centre. They bring it in. Great intercept mark there. St Kilda starting to wag a bit. Liam O'Connell with the intercept. There's probably going to be some weird thing, Ryan, isn't there? Going to be some weird bit of content. Intercept mark again. St Kilda cough it up out of D50. Nice bit of work to do. Again, that D50 exits have been shocking. Dawson brings it in, and Thilthorpe, absolute casual mark. Slobber, mate. A public poo. You can't beat a public poo, mate. We've all been caught short. Fair play to you, mate. Hats off. St Kilda have really put themselves in trouble, and the movement ahead of the ball is so poor. Thilthorpe from way downtown. It looks tasty. Absolutely nails it. 37-8. St Kilda, a lot of work to do here because Adelaide, I don't think Adelaide have worked incredibly hard for their goals. St Kilda have had to work overtime. To be honest, I don't think Nass is a halfback. I think you've got to put him up and around the ball. They need something different. You can get away with that entry inside 50. You can't get away with that entry down the back. Slobber. The visual is just immense. Steele tries to get something going, and Adelaide again, just it's cruise control at the minute. Rankine looks to spread the play. Adelaide playing that modern day football as well. We said it against Richmond in that watch along. The obsession with contested football is what holds poor teams back. Adelaide straight away win the hard ball, get it out wide, get it away, play football. Very basic football nowadays. That boundary umpire looks a little bit like Braden Crossley. Ground ball against Adelaide, always first to react. Callum Wilkie, best they can do is just punt it long, but Adelaide just there. St Kilda just can't get their hands on it at the minute. Even Riley O'Brien is a tackling machine at the minute. great intent from Adelaide in the first quarter. It's becoming a habit, isn't it? Out the back, whip it wide. Poor kick this time, though. Intercepted. And spoiled over the line at halfway. Very impressive from Adelaide. The water sucks. It really, really sucks. So 4 minutes 50 to play. Adelaide 37. St Kilda 8. Big drive forward. And again, Adelaide intercept it very easy. Nick Murray wearing the Sloan 9. Lewis, everyone talks about Carlton topping up their list, but like it always baffles me is have Carlton fans ever just maybe thought that since 2016 the system has always been poor. The players have been playing poor systems under Bolton, Teague, and now Voss. You've only got to look at the evidence. Carlton's 4 midfielders all had way above AFL average time on the ball. And what was the impact? Everyone needs to just pull their head out of their ass and realise they've got to be brilliant to be top 8. Geelong can cruise to top 8. Slobber, you'd imagine so, wouldn't you? But I mean, it's the AFL. No one gets sacked till the bye, mate. Unless they resign like Dimmer. Great tackle by Riley O'Brien. Adelaide just so clean in the tight areas. Good kick to advantage. Rich St Kilda having to do anything. And again, they cough it up. Adelaide's pressure is intense. That could be high. Umpire says play on. Off a step behind. Mitch Hinge just drags it wide. St Kilda really need to iron out these mistakes because they're putting themselves under pressure and Adelaide are applying even more. Good kick there by Nas. Just go short. Just play safe here for a bit. Instead, they go long. They ignore the short lead. And Riley O'Brien, well done by Higgins, off the back. Oh, Lewis, if you're mentioning Matty Owies fixes Carlton, I genuinely, we can't have a discussion about where Carlton's going wrong because that's just mental. That's just mental. If that's in your top 1,000 things that's wrong with Carlton, we can't have a conversation how to fix it. Slobber, probably. Oh, I mean, obviously not 8-2. But I think the problems are deeper than the coach. I think players aren't as good as people think. On their day, yes, 100%. But let's be honest. All due respect to Richmond, I think 15 clubs would have beaten them playing their B game. And particularly if you gave the midfield the numbers that Carlton put on. No, but Jagger wouldn't fix it either. Like Lewis, you're just getting angry now and you're waffling, mate. The problems are deeper than the list. You mentioned Carroll and Dow. Mate, come on. This is why people mock. This is why people mock Carlton fans. That's why people mock Carlton fans, because Carroll and Dow can't make the Saints team. And you're talking, oh, I wish we were a top 8 side. And Saints aren't even bullish about top 8. Come on. I can tell you're stressed. Just have the day off. Enjoy a wonderful game of St Kilda and Adelaide. Oh, God. I said 15 teams, Mitch. All due respect, I didn't quite have you in it. Spot on, Daz. And you know what? You did the basics, mate. And I'm well done. Jack Higgins round the corner. Big goal. They needed that. 1 minute 30 left on the clock. St Kilda get a goal out of nothing, and that's what they need. St Kilda need a little bit of confidence. Brian Feeney, well, I think we got Helen Keller as in-game tactician as well. That's niche. One minute 30 on the clock. If Saints can get one quickly here, they'd probably take that 10 minutes ago if they can get another one here. Saints drive it forward. Need to be at the fall of this ball. Laird goes out back. Peatling bobs one up, and it's an exceptional mark. I couldn't agree more with Slobber. And unfortunately, I don't think anyone's been honest for 10 years. Aiden, simple stuff, mate, innit? Simple stuff. They've got 2 gears. It's just all you need. Slow, and then they can go quick. Graham, you know what? I'm glad you said that, because I won't reveal the script, but I mentioned I'm sick of hearing about the bottom 6. Here we are, Ralph Philthorpe gives it off. And that is a dagger in the St Kilda hearts. Jordan Dawson finds himself in space. Bang. Exceptional work again. This is what Adelaide have done. Follow the ball, always first to it, always a player free. 6 points. I'm good, Craig. How are you, mate? Can't believe you guys make me talk about Carlton. Why do you do that to me? Do you know what I mean? Why do you do that to me? Legit. Like I'm a nice guy. I give you love. Do you know what I mean? And you make me want to talk about him. Honestly, I'd rather talk about my past 10 relationships and how they went wrong and how my heart was broken. Make me happier. Because the simple matter is, the club is arrogant. It won't listen, it won't fix it. And it listens to too many idiots in and around the club who think contested ball, being tough means anything in today's sport. Wait till Monday and I'll give you all my thoughts. There's quarter time, 44-14. Adelaide, near perfection. Chincotta will get his opportunities. No doubt about it. No doubt about it. And probably players like him need more opportunities in their best position. I find this is the last thing I'll say about Carlton. I find it quite fascinating that we say things like speed and power, and then Alex Chincotta's been trained as a forward when for the last 3 years he's won the sprint. He's the quickest player. And he's played mid, right? His whole career. Banterville, innit? Banterville. Do you know what I mean? Banterville. Kent forward, Banterville. McGovern, half down the back. Speed and power. And you play 4-5 if you count medium size. Do you know what I mean? 5. Lewis, you don't think I've tried? Like, honestly, if you knew the conversations I've had with people there, do you know what I mean? You'd be like, it's a miracle that Pom even bothers talking about the fucking hopeless shites. Genuinely. Honestly, haven't got a Scooby. It's just an excuse building exercise that genuinely they will one day look out and win a flag, right? Man United will do it. Man United will do it as well. Big clubs will have a habit of looking out and winning a flag and winning a title. Always happens because of the pull. You eventually get the right people in. But from a mindset point of view and an honesty point of view and an application point of view, there is a reason that you saw 23 people out on that field on Thursday who couldn't match tackling intensity, hitting targets, when Richmond, who were the youngest side in the comp, literally admitted that their anchor is pressure. And we can't do it 10 years into a rebuild. And there's a reason, because near enough is good enough. And that's all I'll say about it. It's too depressing. Like, I know you're coming in to me for guidance. I can't give you guidance. Honestly, you can't fix something that is encompassing over everyone. Do you know what I mean? And that's the problem. Problem starts at the Caltonians. The problem starts at the history, constant bathing in the history. The problem starts in the inability to ever put your head on the pulpit and be shot. Everything is safe, and that is why they're poor. And when you don't cultivate embracing fear as opposed to hiding fear, unfortunately, for a want of a better words, you get cowards. That's what you get. Same with your children. If you don't subject your children to a little bit of trauma, a little bit of negativity, a little bit of the real world, and you shelter them when they become adults, they're not fit to deal with life. You've got to make sure that you subject them to a little bit of pushback, and that's the problem. And talking about pushback, St Kilda have a lot of work to do. Quarter two's about to begin. 30 points down. Adelaide have been very, very, very precise. It's been easy. It's been calm. It's been really, really well done. First to the ball, looking to get the spread as quickly as possible. Win it hard, get it out. St Kilda, they have been second to the ball, very cagey and almost too willing to get the ball moving at all costs. Need to calm it down a little bit. The St Kilda Ross boss mantra at the moment in a little bit of shackles. Just feels a little bit loose all over the place at the minute. So a lot of work to do for Adelaide. And St Kilda have really got to rise because Adelaide have made it look easy, particularly on transition. Mitch, how are you feeling, mate? Hey, Aidan. Says it all that the sports psychologist was on the bench, mate. I mean, imagine that. Sports psychologists look more biscuit-arsed facially than any of the coaching staff. And that's a concern. That's a concern, that. Tell you what, Burgoyne has aged beautifully, hasn't he? Greg, I also heard he changed, from the Sour Patch gummies to the fizzy cola bottles. Big change in the coaching box. Mitch, spot on, mate. It's the big thing you'd say about St Kilda is they make it hard. Do you know what I mean? Genuinely, Ross's team make it hard to beat you, but it's weird seeing Bolton at St Kilda. So second quarter about to begin. St Kilda, if they're going to use the excuse of the wind, they have the goal-kicking quarter now. You know what? It might be the wind, actually. Might be the wind, Mitch. Give you a bit of hope there. The wind did look like it was blowing it to goal. Rankine picks up where he left off. He's been quietly very good. Inside 50 for Adelaide. Ball bounces. Adelaide again. Managed to be outnumbered, but somehow come away with it. Goes backwards to go forwards. It's gone out the back. Saints have a bit of players here. Cal Wilkie has to tidy it up and does. Why wasn't that a mark? That had to be 15. Jack McRae ushers it forward. Darcy Wilson gets on his bike inside to about 70 out. Mark Keane intercepts. Adelaide's ability to go slow, quick, slow, quick, slow, quick is nice to see. Real patient here. Adelaide usher the ball again, and this is beautiful football. Horrible handball, too hard though. Look at Adelaide just hurrying Saints up. Saints just can't get any control at the minute. Dancing through traffic, Tex Walker drives it inside 50. Oh, Philthorpe did everything but mark it. Coughs it up. Saints under all sorts here. Fantastic pressure from Adelaide. Just can't get it clean, can Saints. And Adelaide get the ball, cough back up to them just outside 50. Big Max drives it in for Adelaide. Oh, what a mark! Jordan Dawson take a bow. It was like looking at a young Michael Jordan. So easy when you kick out in front to a lead, isn't it, as well? They're Carlton reserves, aren't they? Carlton reserves. Carlton reserves. Oh, Jordan Dawson. Oh, he's gone for way too much fade. Hits the post. That was a charity shot there. Sinclair goes short. Kale. Is it Kale? Kyle? How would I pronounce your name? I don't want to offend you. Yeah, I'm dreading, mate, this week. Yeah. The shit I'm going to have to listen to, mate. I am genuinely, you have no idea, mate. I am genuinely, the nonsense they are going to feed me is not exciting. Rankine gets the ball again. He handballs it over to nothing. Ben Keys, Peatling scrap for the ball. St Kilda come away with it. They're trying to get some drive. Max Hall, good handball. Jack Higgins, a dolly. And Rowan Marshall bobs it up on the square. You know what? Every time Nasir gets the ball, does anyone else notice this? He just walks like he's hurt. But for me, why isn't... Mitch, talk to me. Why are you playing Nasir down the back? Like, I've seen he's moved up midfield forward now. You need him up near the ball for mine. Big Nas here. See, why is he not played full-time up and around the ball? Nails the goal. It makes no sense to me at all why you do that. I agree, Henry V. Spot on, mate. Like, why is he not up and around the ball? Sinclair's a better user, gives you drive. Kale, awesome. Thank you. Cheers, mate. I need my hand holding through these names, mate. If your name is more complicated than Dan, we've got issues around here. Thanks, mate. You just know, don't you? This week though, the Carlton media is going to be just honestly, it's going to piss me off. Tell you what, Crouch, even though he's 150 years old, still just does the simple things well. Sinclair hurried out of it, and Adelaide cough up the free there. Sinclair delivers it left wing forward. I always think that should be 50 there. You know how he's slowed him down? The Adelaide there, they've slowed him down. I think they need to stamp that out of football. Again, a kick to just a contest. McRae, he's like, what is that handball? A goal here from the Saints would really, really help them out. What do you reckon Ross is saying? Beach is in Perth better than St Kilda, probably. McRae, just always right place, right time. Steadies himself. This is insane. Oh, what was he doing? Marcus Windhager. He did the hard bit. That could have been a big goal. That's the kind of goal that gets you up and about, isn't it? Oh, Darcy. Darcy, what? Oh, mate, Gale, they will do, won't they? Aidan, no, I'm not. I'm still waiting for Terry to tell me if we're doing ratings today. 5 o'clock today, you'll see me. Good header from Adelaide. Yeah, but can you see that's my issue though? Like we're more likely to like put up a fight against you guys, but that's my issue with them. Why do they need to be battered? Big shot at goal from no man's land goes out of bounds on the full. Hey, mate, the less emotion I can show Lewis, the better for me. Not 15 is the call. Saints force a stoppage. 45-20, 14 minutes left of this second term. And Adelaide been fairly cruisy this quarter, just controlling the game a bit. Saints' tails are wagging a little bit, but just not getting any reward. And again, this handball game is so fluid. Chase down tackle. Tex Walker giving it the large ones. Picking Boyd up in an angry way. You know, if there was subtitles there, it would be picked up angry. McRae whistles the handball out. Inside 50 again, stoppage. Bound referee. Why is it always ruckmen that have to change their shoes? You notice that? You never see like a midfielder have to tie his shoelace. Hey, Ken, if you could get that message to Mitchell, I'm a huge fan of Mitchell's work. Just be like, look, Pom loves you. Do him a cheese, will you? Max Hall tries to find space. Just not clean from Saints. Pressure intense from Adelaide. Big tackle. Tell you what, Nick Murray, he's a unit. Adelaide really here, just overtime at the minute with their defensive application. And finally, they succumb to the pressure. "13 minutes, 17. 45-20. Windhager, he's been a bit lively, kicks it out on the full. The wind is definitely with Saints this quarter because it is blowing an absolute hootenanny. Nick Murray trying to find a football there in the crowd. He finds it. Good on him. See Adelaide there, their willingness to shepherd and stop people getting to the contest. Oh, it's just that last handball, in it, Mitch? That last handball, that last paddle just doesn't find the hands. Hey, mate, made in Australia, just sometimes, mate, I'll start liking teams. You know, like Sydney, I got wrong this week. Adelaide, always have a soft spot for them. Sometimes worse. Oh, Max Hall, air shot, and Windhager air shots it, and it gives Adelaide a chance. And Rankine has been in everything that is Adelaide good. Philthorpe looks a menace, you know, looks a menace. I'll watch the games because I've got to do the review, Jen will. Hey, Louis, so did 99.9% of the population. I said, sometimes my heart deceives me. To be fair, if you watch the Richmond preview I did with the Tiger Cast there, told them how you beat us. 12 minutes, 45 plays 20. McRae up and under. That's got to be a push, hasn't it? Stiff that. Adelaide, wind it up. Yeah, it's a marathon, not a sprint, though, mate, in Australia, isn't it? So, like, you can lose a few early games as Rochelle snaps from behind the corner. 51-20. And that's a heartbreaker for Adelaide. And St Kilda, that's a heartbreaker. All that hard work, the last 5 minutes with St Kilda have been deep in front of goal. And then goes back the other way. And Adelaide are just, honestly, they look really, really nice. Packet of shapes there as well. He kicked that with his left foot on a packet of shapes. A lot of time for that. A lot of time for that. Good football. 11 minutes 40 to play. 51 is the score. St Kilda 20. And St Kilda needs something. Look at this. Every time the ball goes out of the back of a contest or a stoppage, Adelaide just have numbers. Show handballs back into the corridor. And again, look, Adelaide they back their man to get the ball. See, I'm a big fan of Rochelle. KO Dabo. I'm a big fan of Rochelle. I just think people sometimes just overplay it. I think there was something wrong with him. I don't think he was happy. He was frustrated. Looks like his role is clearly defined so far in pre-season. Nass, what is he doing? He manages to wrong foot him, though. Goes in the corridor. Great kick. There should be as well, made in Australia. Like, there should be. Rochelle again. Rochelle and Rankine have been really, really good. Oh, look at this. Just always runners. Tex versus. Oh, look at the turn of pace from Midge Hinge. Rochelle goes out back. Peatling steadies behind. Ten minutes to play. 20:52. Genuinely don't like Nasir down back, man. Oh, Riley Thilthorpe. Tell you what, stick some dollars on this guy being Coleman. First wasteful entry for a while from Adelaide. Callum Wilkie says, nah, I'm having it. Then handballs it off. Gets the shepherd in. Horrible kick, though. Adelaide have just been feasting on the D50 exits. Nick Murray looking really good, Nick Murray, as well. Enjoyed his game today. Drives it inside 50. Feels like there's more Adelaide players than anyone else. Is that 15? It is. And Tex Walker has one just in front on an angle. A man of his kicking now should be more than capable. Adelaide just make it look easy. They have time. They believe in each other. It's been a very impressive performance by Adelaide, it has to be said. Mitch, it's interesting, isn't it, that it's not consistent, that 15-metre rule. And he bangs it through, straight through the middle. Gets a chuddle. He does, from Alex Neil-Bullen, his new mate. And Saints, after having a bit of a tail wag for 6 or 7 minutes, and now straight back in to business. I'm sure Mitch would question if that's 15. It does make you think, you were called not 15 twice. For a kick, I would say it was longer than that. But is what it is. I agree, General. You've been brilliant. Adelaide have been brilliant, mate. 9 goals, 458. Plays 3 goals, 2. They need to change something up, don't they? Ball comes in forward. Where is Tex on the all-time goal kicking list? What, goals scored? I wouldn't know. Someone Google that while we're watching this. He's very good. And here we are, Adelaide just stream forward. And that has been the tail of the tape. Saints play that really high up the ground press. And Adelaide have just kicked short and then gone quickly straight over the top. It's so easy. And Darcy Fogarty, tell you what, the forward line at Adelaide is a problem. Fogarty, Tex, and the way Thilthorpe's playing with Rankine, Neil-Bullen, and Rochelle floating through there. Jesus, that's going to be a menace. Darcy Fogarty's already got 2 today. Beautiful draw, 64-20. The Crows are crowing. $19th. Tell you what's pretty impressive, man. Can I just say, Adelaide Oval, really underrated oval, I think. You know, people always talk about the G. Optus gets a big rap. Gabba does. AO, I feel like the AO out of all of them just feels like it's a country ground with a big city vibe about it. Do you know what I mean? Honestly, Adelaide's awareness in close has been so good. He's coughed up though. Adelaide just honestly executing the basics. It's football 101 at the minute. And St Kilda are having to find something here. They need a moment of genius. Max Hall tries to give it. He coughs it up. Look at the holding the ball. Adelaide are in a bit of bother here. That could be 50. Adelaide's smart there. Tex versus Jack Steele. It was not on my list, and they've coughed it up straight away. And this has been St Kilda's game. Josh Worrell getting a gift there. It's poor. Six minutes 37 to play. Jack Sinclair drags it in, and the mark is taken by St Kilda. They really need this. They really need this. Max Hall has probably been the most lively player forward of centre. He's really given it a good red-hot crack. You can't fault his intensity. 1 goal, 2 behinds thus far. Can he make it? 2 goals. Surely Hunter Clark comes on at half-time for Saints for Brad Hill, because Brad Hill has done nothing. Max Hill bangs it through. Surely Brad Hill's done nothing. Surely Hunter Clark is the move half-time. Need to build a bit of momentum, St Kilda. St Kilda definitely missed that intercept and drive, don't they, with his interceptability and his ability to play on quickly. It's sad, really, because I'm surprised. I thought, though, their draft period, I didn't agree with their draft choices. I was huge on Murphy Reid. I felt like a goal-kicking midfielder would be nice for them. Here we are. Windhager plays it out. Jack Steele, they need some momentum here. Someone needs to take a mark. Great work there by Peatling. 24th. Still pretty impressive, isn't it? I mean, you've got to go with all them guys from the 70s and 80s who were kicking like 300 a day because it was kick mark. Jack Steele, he needs to get his boys going. Handball straight away to a player in trouble. Kick from nothing behind. Windhager's been game as well. That was out of bounds on the full, wasn't it? Oh. Keeney takes the game on. Tell you what, Jordan Dawson, right place, round time. Hey, Danny, how you doing, mate? Not going well for the Saints. Oh, Adelaide just always here. Look, just always time. Running with each other. Saints need to calm this game down. Feels like they go when they don't need to. I think with all the injuries, Doggies are littered. Got no midfield. But fair play to North. Four minutes 24, 64 plays 26. Adelaide have been very, very strong in this first half. And here we are. Rochelle streams away. Ooh. Good mark. McRae goes back in side. Saints drive it forward. And it feels like this is all they've had today. Just drive it forward and hope. Oh, that's just camp football. And tell you what, Adelaide just a class apart at the minute. Beautiful football to watch, got to be said. Can they bring Sid Draper on? I want to see Sid Draper in a half. Come on. You've done enough now. Jack Sinclair scratches it forward. Should be a free. It is. Harry Boyd has to get this in. Has to get this in. Well done. Sinclair's got to hit targets here. You know what? I'm not convinced Rowan Marshall is a full forward. Do you know what I mean? I don't see it. This obsession with a ruck forward needs to stop in the AFL. Just because you're big doesn't mean you're a forward. Zach Jones on an angle. Piffs it. Ben Keys has a bit of a foot race here with Jimmy Webster. Webster wins it. Darcy careers it in. Adelaide are just so quick to get men back, but then overlap. Look at this. Mark Keane just having a bit of fun there. I don't know. I mean, this was the pre-season, Ben. I think he might not be 100% fit. Mitch would be better pressed to answer. But it has been their plan in the pre-season, and their trade strategy looks like they do. Free kick overturned. St Kilda have another chance to launch this in. And no one's leading short. It's just resulting in a bomb, and it's playing into Adelaide's hands. Pressure has to be good here from Saints. Sinclair handballs it out. Darcy Wilson. Oof. $64 plays 27. Oh, that's cool, that Dabber. Have they got this game? One minute 20 to play, and Adelaide have showcased this all game. Their ability to go first, second, third, fourth, fifth gear, patient, uncontested mark down the wing. This would be a dagger to St Kilda's hearts if Adelaide could grab a goal at the stroke of half-time. Deep entry. Lot of work to do, and straight away, Adelaide like bees on honey. Stoppage, 50 seconds left. Yeah, I agree, Genoa. To me, like, I suppose they have got injuries, but I think their midfield works better with Rowan Marshall in there because he's mobile. I love Harry Boyd. I'm a big fan, but I feel like having Boyd in the ruck is like when Carlton played with Pitternet. It has no dynamicness there because the mids are all the same. Hey, Paul, I rate that. How good is you know what? I went to Coles late at night the other night, yeah, and there was a chunky pepper steak pie there, and it was literally down to 20 cents. Quickest 20 cents purchase I've ever had in my life. The siren goes for half time, and Adelaide almost perfect 64-27. Adelaide just really done the basics well. St Kilda, a lot of work to do. It's been a good half of footy as well. Adelaide really playing the beautiful game. And St Kilda looking out of sorts. I am absolutely busting for a week. Numerology. We like a little bit of numerology around these parts. What's that score did I saw? 64-27. Port had 27 points at half time last night, didn't they? Or have I just made that up? Probably. Probably. Right, we'll be back 2 p.m. So I'm going to make a cup of tea, go and get a drink, go and look after yourselves, and we will be back after the short intermission. Oh, I love that, mate. Bit of country ball, bit of country ball. We love it. Tell you what, the neighbours are playing outside, and it is so loud. Why is that not updating? Bit of country football chat. I don't mind it. Yeah, so we'll be back at 2 o'clock. Let me just re-download this thing because my spreadsheet has evidently taken precedence over the graphic, which is always nice at this level. Big wooden spoon data, mate. I feel for you. So we're going to go and get a nice cup of tea. We'll be back at 2. So chat amongst yourselves, and I'll be back just before. Big second half coming up for Saints. Saints need something big. Good to see David Zeta on the TV. He's getting a bit of airtime, isn't he? He used to just be stuck doing the stupid things. The stupid announcements on the tribunal. Good to see him there. What are we expecting from this second half then? Talk to me. See if I can set this up. There we are. Got three-way screen now. Look at that. What have we thought of this round then, ladies and gentlemen? What's our thoughts been of the week that we've had so far? Anyone surprise you? Anyone blew you away? Think they're better than they were or stuff like that? I feel like I've just opened myself up to Carlton chat there. Yeah, mate, I'm not. Hey, I wouldn't disagree, mate. Like, I was absolutely blown away by our Blues. Absolutely flabbergasted. Saints have got a lot of work to do here. Mitch, what's the vibe? What are we looking for in the second half from your Saints? Surely Brad Hill comes off this quarter. Like, surely the change here is Hunter Clark for Brad Hill and get Nass up around the ball somewhere. Like, surely that's the play. Because Adelaide have just had it all their own way. I mean, let's look at the I mean, Matt Crouch led. They've done what they've wanted. Rankine has done what he wanted. Mitch Hinge just quietly as well, and Mark Keane have been brilliant. Yeah, mine's Blues and Sydney's thus far. Did anyone tip Saints? Wooden Spoon, how are you going, mate? How are you feeling? You enjoying the game? I'm a big fan of Hall. Real big fan of Max Hall. I really like that pickup. It's not great, is it? I mean, you know, it's a little bit like Collingwood's opening round. Like, everything you expect from the Saints, you're not getting. Lucky, always Amy. Way too many ads in the AFL, I think. To be fair, though, like Saints are just under a lot of pressure. The running ahead of the ball and the options are shocking. And this, I don't know who's told your boys to go quickly at all costs, but it's not great. Let's have a look at the old fantasy. Sweet fantasy. mercy, baby. Look at the old fantasy scores. Yeah. You see, I'm not a fan of Nas down back, mate. Oh, what is Garcia doing? 18 points. At least I got McRae, but that, what is Garcia doing? A pound for pound. Killing me. He's strumming my pain with his fingers. Hopefully we see a bit of Sid Draper. Mark Prosciutto looks like everyone I've ever bought a second-hand car off. Hey, Peter, I wish I did. Ranking there. He's going really well now. You know what? I'm still not sure about Ho's hair. Legit. Like, either commit to the mullet and fade or don't. I feel like he's got to commit there. Why is Brad Hill still on the ground? Legit. What's up, Profounds? Are you all right, mate? Hey, mate, just cop it, mate. That's what you got to do. Not the start that they will have wanted. Free kick straight away. Turn back over there. Saints driving inside 50. Oh, I'll tell you what, sloppy. And there's a chance. Shocking effort. Mason Wood. Can you still get absinthe for this country, or has it been illegal? That's like 60%, isn't it? Don't drink yourself through the troubles, though, mate. Just gotta accept it. Best way. It's harder that way, but safer. Hillthorpe's been like marking everything. It's nice to see him spill a mark. Rochelle gives it to Michelangelo. He goes straight through the corridor, coughed up. Burns. Big mark that. Big mark. Saints turn and go. Oh, tell you what, the Saints, if they had target hitting in their vocabulary, this game wouldn't be so far. Ross finding something amusing about it. That's good to see. Sometimes you just got to smile your way through it. I think it's fascinating that they've got them VIP and press passes, and you just don't see like footballers have it at games and coaches. Like, you would have thought security would know who Ross Lyon is. Saints again managed to get the turnover. Big Nas from a step. It looks like a goal. They need that so much. Did Mark Keane even claim that he touched that? Looks touched, doesn't it, from that avenue? Tell you what, he's done well to touch that, not looking at the ball. Good darts. Anyone else ever get lonely? Mate, you're never lonely when you've got us, mate. 28 plays, 64. St Kilda. Been a bit more lively opening up. But Adelaide just seemed to have this canny ability to get the ball out wide at will. Here's Nick Murray. He goes quick. Rochelle goes back into traffic. Quick hands from Dawson. Great football. Adelaide just in another transient zone at the minute. Soligo has the mark. 65 from goal. Drives it in. Oh, Neil Bullen. That could be a free. Slobbo, that's quite sad, that, man. You'll find it, mate. You'll find it, mate. St Kilda get the free kick. They needed this. They really need just to get a couple of goals on, just to get a little bit of confidence. But they're so indecisive down back. And again, a long bomb to a 4-on-1 contest. McRae, a lot of work to do here. Does the work. Zach Jones, back to McRae. Good mark. Nice to see Mason Wood back on the wing where he lives. Corridor kick, great corridor kick. Nass now. He drops the ball though. Oh, spent it before he earns it. They mop it up though. That could be a goal. It looks like it. A fortuitous one, but a much needed one. Darcy Wilson made the contest. Saints get one on the board. He's playing really well, Bailey. I'm enjoying his game. Good work there by Darcy. Does Darcy touch it? He sold it really well. Hey, Genwell, I'm not a big fan of it, to be honest. Do you reckon if that went the other way, would Darcy had said he's not touched it? Great. We see the zoom in and they put a fucking ad over it. Quality. Better from Saints. Wooden spoon. Better. A lot more rigid. A lot more sainty. This is what Saints have got to be really careful of, though, because this is where Adelaide have just gone back down the other end as they build really nicely. Oh, all the time in the world. And a big goal from Isaac coming. And that has been the story of the game. Really, Adelaide, just when they go, they go. And again, a simple goal, almost like a training ground maneuver. And that's been the difference between the two sides. Saints have had to work overtime for their goals. And Adelaide just bang, bang, bang. Good football. Yeah, Genwa, have you seen though? They've like improved the cameras like just slightly. We're now in 2010. So centre bounce, Riley O'Brien continues. He wins the ball. Another inside 50. This is where it's been chaos for Saints. When the ball hits the deck. And again, Phil Thorpe, great offload. Big, big goal. Absolute stonking goal. And honestly, they have been brilliant, Adelaide. They've executed the basics incredibly well. This one will be hard for him to do a car video, Slobber, because it's an away fixture. So unless he's gone and got a hire car. But again, just executing the work. See this, look. Adelaide just running on, believing their man's going to win the ball, getting themselves in the right position. And Peatling finishes that work. And that's been one of Saints' many bugbears today. It's gone for a drive. Listening to it on the radio. Ah, look at this. Adelaide now, they are crowing. "15 minutes to play." And tell you what, this is a worry for Saints so far. Hard work in the first 5 minutes. And again, Adelaide just pressure, basics. Now I'm a Carlton fan, mate. So not much better. Adelaide win the free. He's had a pop. He's had a pop. Big, big, big goal. Isaac Rankin deserves that. How hard he's worked today. Deserves that goal. 82 plays 34. And Adelaide, honestly, their movement from midfield to forward has been a thing of delight. He wins the free kick himself. And look at that. What a peach. The Crows looking mighty good. Gotta say, big fan of the Crows' new logo. Big fan. Rankin on the ball. Oh, look at this. Training ground stuff again from the Crows. Their exits from back half and around stoppage and clearance been absolutely beautiful to watch. Adelaide again goes short to go back inside 50, spilled mark, and the pressure comes. Thilthorpe has been a menace. What's going on Twitch? Rankin! Jordan, who do you support, buddy? And a 50 here for St Kilda, and they've really got to build from this. They look to spread it. Zach Jones, bit of work to do. Really could do with a goal here, Saints. Leeds still 49 points, 13 goals, 5, 83 plays, 5 goals, 4, 34. And Ross looks in disbelief at the minute. Looks like the kind of guy that really chats the ear off a taxi driver. Definitely won't be an Uber. He definitely uses taxis still. Again, Adelaide just build nicely from the back. Oh, their handballs. Oh, so good. Look at that. Kicking into space. Does well, Keys, to keep it in. Has the same hairstyle since he got drafted. Shows he's about the footy. Great handball inside. Peatling drives the ball forward. And it's a goal! The new boys are combining. Neil Bullen grabs the goal. 89 playing 34. This has been good Fußball from them. Honestly, that's got to be like a 50 points from the back half, hasn't it? For Adelaide. And it's fun time at the AO. It's a great finish, that. And a nice chuddle to wrap it up. He hasn't come on yet. I'm hoping Saints, Adelaide bring him on. Surely Adelaide bring him on, don't they? Like, the game's won. Oh, Adelaide again. Going forward, driving it inside 50. And it's a goal. What a roost. Jordan Dawson from way downtown. Score now 15 goals, 595. Playing 5 goals, 434. And their work from centre clearance has been exceptional as well. An absolute perler from Jordan Dawson. All of 65, 75 metres out. What a finish. What a finish. And Saints are in all sorts with lots of time to play. 13 minutes 24 on the clock. Jordan, who's your teammate? Riley O'Brien again. Tell you what, Adelaide are just playing football, and Saints at the minute, I think, playing chess. Brad Hill, rare touch. He manages to get it forward. Mason Wood back playing in the forward line. Probably not where the Saint has won him. He looks to switch it. Finds Big Nas. There's so many easy options short. Nas ignores them, goes long, misses everyone. Adelaide's decision-making has been A grade and Saints has been somewhere around D to E. Up the crumb. We'll have Carlton Hawks, and then I'll speak to Mrs. Pom tonight and see what we're doing. Friday's out because I promised my boys we're having a games night. Jack Steele just roosts it in, and this is where Saints have got to at the minute. Sometimes it's roosted in, just a hope. I feel like Jen Will, he should have just gone short, though. Max Hall looked nice there, centre-half forward. Just go short. Jack Steele here. Out the back. Misses everything. Yeah, I think he took like a mark the first 5 minutes of the game, and since then, doing a real good bit of cardio at the minute. So ball comes in from the boundary for O'Brien's almost had his own ball in stoppage rucks. Oh, this is disgusting. Ben Keys. Massive overlap. Big shot from way downtown behind. Rochelle couldn't quite get the magic, but again, another coast to coast. Coast to coast from him. As it's a wee bit wet now at AO. Darcy Wilson. Well, I mean, at the moment, safe to say outside the 8. But, I mean, we had them, what, 6th to 12th? Could be the bottom end of that. When 6. Zach Jones bursts through. And we've just been talking about him. Jack Higgins takes the mark. They need this. Pete, you did. Tell you what, Saints very much need this. It's all right, though. Jack Silvani told you you've got 22 weeks to fix it. Oh, gee. Only you. I love you, Mitch, mate. Stick fat, mate. Behind. Almost a behind. He's like conceding a double 50. Bailey, I'd be very worried. They looked very limp. But I will say this. Felt the game got away from them. They had chances in that first half. So it'll be interesting to see how they negate that. If they'd taken some of that. It felt like it just started to get out of hand. But I do have concerns. Hunter Clark's on for Hasty at the minute. Jenny, don't be hasty. Oh, Adelaide. Ben Keys. It's exhibition stuff from Adelaide at the minute. He is a big oaf, isn't he, Genwell? He's a big, big, big oaf of a boy. Bet the food bill from his ma and pa was fucking extortionate when you were a kid. Ben Keys then. Going to kick a rare goal here. He only kicks him against the Blues. Straight through the middle. Makes no mistake. Same haircut since he was drafted, but same result. The lead starting to get very concerning. It's out to 67. And that seems to be the case of this game. Adelaide got that jump, and then every time Saints do something nice, Adelaide end it. Need an exorcism, mate. They do. You know what? I like Ben Keys. I'm sure he's a lovely lad, but there's just something about him that just makes me want to fucking headbutt the screen. Would you say that the Adelaide shirt, the Adelaide Guernsey, I reckon might be one of the most aesthetically pleasing Guernseys in sport? I can't think of a Guernsey that just as a colour looks as nice as the Adelaide one. In sport, I can't think of one. Saints drive it in. And again, Adelaide just vicious around that. Just vicious around the ball, Adelaide. High tackle, Jack Sinclair needs to go here. Get it inside 50. They need something, the Saints. It is a grouse. Like, honestly, it's a big hit. Big boy tings there from Mitch Hinge. And Draper's on. The drap dog. It is a good bit of kit, man, isn't it? Good bit of kit. Riley O'Brien wins the tap. Windegger can't get it. It's got to be hot playing in there, hasn't it? Mark Keane fumbles the mark over for a behind. Saints go to 36. Honestly, it is a ripper colour coordination. Like, genuinely, if you said there was that many colours on a shirt, I'd say it would look naff, but that looks tasty. So Tex has been removed. In comes Sid Draper. Let's see how Sydney Draper goes. Here he is on the ball. First mark and first touch in AFL football is a long roost down to the wing. Nasir. He's got all the tricks. Again, his delivery has been shithouse. Oh, Sid Draper. Bit of Sid Draper time, mate. Here he is again. Finding the ball. Wanting to go quickly. Oh, look at this. Adelaide all the time have numbers. They don't get drawn into the contest. Oh, that's a shocker. At least Adelaide's forwards are human. At least one of them's missed. So 7:34 to go. Should have done the team thing, General. Should have been the old team thing. Dangerous kick and lapped up as calm as you like by Mitchell Hinge. He goes back inside. Nowhere to go for Rankine, but boundary throw. Tell you what, it would be nice if Adelaide went a little bit harder. Because I reckon they could get a cricket score. I mean, obviously it's early in the season. But I feel like they're just going into cruise control at the minute, which does worry me for Saints because they're in cruise control as Mitch Hinge takes it. And it's very easy. Mark Keane here. Right centre of the field. He delivers it out into the 50 and Nash takes the intercept mark and stares down the Adelaide player. Six minutes 30 to go. Brad Hill has been very disappointing. He needs to do something with the possession here. He's running in. He's asking people to lead up to him and delivers not the greatest ball. Who the hell is Corbin Middlemass? Tell you what, the luxury of resting your key forward with a quarter and 6 minutes to go. What a dream. Tell you what, Riley Thilthorpe has been brilliant as well. Big tackle there. McRae's been lively for the Saints. Few shaped wrappers on the old pitch. Ken, at the minute, mate, they're just kind of like, it's almost like they're sentient traffic cones. Does feel like that, Craig, doesn't it? Seems to be there's been a lot of debuts this week. Here's Sid Draper. He dances through traffic, gets the ball out. And Adelaide, just their ability to go through the gears has been really good. Look, just again controlling the football. And then when they go, they go. You got to feel for Dick. Well, I suppose you probably don't. Rankine's he's been good though today. What is he on fantasy points wise? Oh, just rushed out of it. And again, they go deep inside 50. Oh, Rochelle can't take the mark. I would have thought he would have been on more. He feels like he's been a lot more lively than that. Amazing how sometimes, like, you notice a player and then you don't notice a player and they're on massive points and then a player you've noticed isn't. Callum Wilkie, he has the ball here deep, just outside his D50 and a good kick to Hall. Saints showing a bit of patience here. Wilkie switches it again. Thought Nass was away then. Free kick against. And 4 minutes to go. Adelaide 67 points ahead. This has been beautiful to watch, though. Their movement from the back half been an absolutely delight. Callum Wilkie rushes Rochelle out of it. They get to build again. Jack Sinclair. Oh, look at that. It's casual again. Sinclair mobs it up. Adelaide just genuinely have not given St Kilda 5 seconds of a break. And talk about breaks. There's one on here. Rochelle misses the easy mark. And your mate Rankine will have a shot from in front. There you are, Bailey. He has one right just in front. You know what? For Bailey's sake as well, he looked to give it off. I'm glad he's taking it. And Rankine makes no mistake. Straight through the eye, diddle diddle. Crows go out to a 73-point lead. 17-7. For 109 plays 5 goals 6. 36. Again, that transition football from Adelaide, fuck me, it's good. Absolutely beautiful to watch. Like, how good's footy when your team's not involved? Beautiful work from Adelaide, though. Well played. You love to see it. Oh, wouldn't it be lovely? Rankine, 98 AFL ranking points. Not bad. Always said, if you're good enough, slobber. Like, we were talking about it yesterday. Like, Werribee coaches don't get a look in. Hey, changing of the guard in South Australia, do you think, Jen will? I'm glad. I'm really happy for the Crows because I felt last year they just couldn't get it together. You know what? I hate this whole, the umpire saying you play the free kick when I'm ready. Where's the fucking advantage of having a free kick then? Jack McRae looks like he's going to build up right on halfway. Oh, and again, coughed up, but no one can mark him. What the fuck is Rowan Marshall doing? Mason Woods off a step. And boy, oh boy, did the Saints need that. I think it'd be too hard nowadays, just with how tactical the game is. Like, you look at, like, EPO. Like, the tactics improvement in 20 years is insane. Then you look at the AFL, it's almost a different sport. Like, people used to think Cooter was amazing because he could play 8 positions. But, like, nowadays, that happens in-game 50 times. Oh, Riley O'Brien, rare hit out gather. You want Saints here just to get a couple of goals, but everyone's just looking fucking starstruck. As Higgins goes back inside, just overcooks the handball. Chance here for Saints. Darcy Wilson, good composure. Suicide handball to Rowan Marshall, seen out. Nah, Cooter's great. What I'm saying is, like, everyone used to go mental when that happened, but you look at football now, like, Cooter was the exception. Like, now all players are like Cooter. They can go and play back pocket, go up, play forward. Brad Hill! And he gets a goal. 109 playing 48. Saints are roaring back 61 points. I don't think. Has Higgins kicked a goal? I don't think. Oh, yeah, he did. It was like the second quarter. This has been Saints all game, though, hasn't it? Like, the last 5 minutes of the quarter, they just have a little bit of a tail wag. And then they get put away by Adelaide. 61 points, the lead there. I can't feel Brad Hill gave that a little bit of a fucking staunch arrogance. He's 60 points down and has seen the ball 4 times. Jack McRae out in lead. And Mason Wood takes a mark. Saints showing a little bit here. They needed to. You can't feel it's a lot too late, but a good tail wagon. Good for us because we want this to be a game. Some of them Adelaide fans look fucking miserable, man. Your team is 10 goals up. Knowing Mace, though, he could put this anywhere, couldn't he? He looks to draw it as most left footers do, and he overdraws it. 49 plays 109. Tell you what, though, giving Adelaide a behind has been quite a dangerous ploy by Saints. Because I would say from the 7 behinds, they've kicked 7 goals. Alan Wilkie, big Gregor Owen up to 50. Good mark. Probably not enough time to see another goal. But Adelaide, they don't care. 17 seconds on the clock. They go up to 60. Oh, Adelaide have been so good at that. Just follow the ball. 5 seconds. Jack Sinclair should see it out as he bombs 1 to 50. Mark is taken. That is the quarter. And it's been a very, very professional quarter. Jack McRae, bit of a laugh. And Adelaide, they go in to the final break, 60 points clear. Adelaide tail wag towards the end, but still, Adelaide, it's been very easy football from them. They have been very good. Yellow chinos. Was it yellow or was it mustard? And mustard chinos? Some mustard chinos. Had a Rolex on. Jesus. I don't think I've ever seen Terry with a Rolex on. He's changed. Slobber, he's changed. You know what I always find amusing about the ad breaks on AFL? That is they have sweet to FLE to do with football. But they kind of make it football alluded. Like this guy burning turkey dinosaurs. How the fuck do you burn turkey dinosaurs? She won't be, no. Hey, it must be. She won't be. Shane, I've never been a big believer in Brad Hill. But even though I'm a massive wing fan, I think wingers are a stupid acquisition to pay big money. Because I think that you look at I look when Darcy Wilson plays on the wing, Lachlan Show, for Adelaide, I don't think you need to be a great player to play there. You just need pace and an engine. So I think that there's a lot of draftees and first, second, third year players. If I was Saints, I'd be targeting players who were on the ball in the key positions. Always found that a bizarre one, in my opinion. Slobber, I'm surprised they don't have that. The UK has the red button. What do you reckon he's worth, though, Rye? His pre-season was all right, wasn't it, Jen Will? Do you know what I mean? But, like, deceptive. Like, I'm not a big buyer in this giants on the wing thing. I feel like that's a real negative ploy. What do you think? I just find that quite negative as a methodology. Like, I really like Nick Martin there, but I find having a tall winger a negative play. Like last year's trade and draft period. Do you know what I mean? For Saints, I just thought the opposite of what if I was in charge of their list. I just think it's mental to me. Like what they did. Like I know Saints fans hated me, but I thought Murphy Reed was the most obvious acquisition for them. And you could have traded down. Alex Tyree, I don't get why they got him because I felt like that was a need now. I'm with you, Mitch. And Bailey, I couldn't agree more. Like in my heart of hearts, I think Murphy Reed was the guy. Yeah, but I think Trav is a good pickup. But again, I think Saints have got a lot of them types of players. Thilthorpe has been sensational. But like, what? Like, as much as I love Trav, I don't understand why you went that way. I have actually, Mitch McGovern. He's actually a nice guy, man. Like, for me, if I was Saints in that draft where players were, I would have traded down. But I would have definitely taken Murphy Reed. I think Murphy Reed is a point of difference they don't have. Yeah, but you see, Trav's going to be a winger. If he plays in the midfield, it'll be a wing. Which I think you've got a lot of. I do like some of your later picks, though, I've got to say. Like, James Barat was a good pick. I really like that. And I like the Boxhole pick. Mate, Eshe. No, he's actually all right. Yeah. He's actually all right, is Midge. As a human. As a footballer, I'm still not sold. So here we are, big fourth quarter. And like all the other quarters, hey, Lockie, Adelaide drive the ball forward. That's embarrassing, that. Handball out with no pressure, out of bounds. You know what? Caminiti, what's happened to him? I'm a big fan of Murph, mate. Honestly, Mr. Consistency. Absolute, honestly, steal where they got him in that draft. I'm going to sense a couple of goals from Sid Draper here. You said you'd marry me if I was 23. Oh, Midge Hinge. Yeah, I'll be on tonight as well, Lockie. Rating show. Midge Hinge has been brilliant. Phil Thorpe, tries to do too much. Big fan of Josh Smiley. Can't wait to see him. How good is ranking's been tasty as well. Adelaide have been close to perfect, mate. Nasir here, he goes short. 18 minutes left in this game. Crows been almost perfect. Saints, lots to work on. They'll be hoping for a strong fourth. Good mark there out in front. Saints, this is where they've struggled though to build. Brad Hill takes a nice mark in the corridor. Hey Shane, mate, as a Carlton fan, I feel you. And again, Adelaide's ability to go through the corridor just whenever they want, ranking, great hand. Oh. Yeah, I mean, it's a weird. I'm still not 100% sure as Rochelle off a step. Big time goal from Josh Rochelle. Adelaide have just literally, their entire draft strategy over the last 5 years has been draft anyone Pom loves, and it has paid off big time. Sid Draper heavily involved in that. Pace, direct, Neil Bullen. You love to see it. Adelaide might be the team to watch in 2025 if you like good football. Great football by them. Bravo, old chap. Yeah, it's not great, is it? Hey there, Tez. He's here. See? You'll see us all at 5 in 2 hours. You look rating show. 115 plays 49. Honestly, this has been almost perfect from the Crows. Look at this. The tackle intent from them early doors has been sensational. And the game is over and they're still doing it. So good to see by the Crows. Worst team in 2025 so far. From my expectations, I'll rank them. Number 1, Port. Number 2, Saints. Number 3, Carlton. Because honestly, I wasn't as shocked as the most people were when Carlton lost. So my expectations were quite low. As I said last night, my expectations on this Blue Boys is just getting to the game on fucking time and not being late. That's like my expectation levels for my sadness. Adelaide, again, they really are looking to play football. We're starting to see some Hollywood stuff. But look at this. They believe, look, even then, Jordan Dawson, they expected him to win that ball. Yeah, I was shocked at the margin, Genwell. Ooh. Oh, look at this. Out the back. Adelaide Crows. It is party time here in South Australia. Adelaide score another goal from a slingshot back half. And it is a beautiful goal by Jake Saliga. He hits the scoreboard first time today. Nah, because Fremantle, I had Geelong winning that. And Fremantle, I just, no Shy Bolton. I'm reserving judgment. I still think they've got no creativity forward of the ball. But we were far worse. Saints have been really, all their fundamentals have gone in this game. So that's a concern. Carlton, all the fundamentals are gone. And Adelaide, Port Adelaide was pish. Adelaide have been good. Saints have definitely been poor, but Adelaide have been almost perfect, mate, start to finish. Can't fault them. Full credit. And like when it fell off for Fremantle, it just fell off. But the Crows have been sensational today. I'm glad to be on the Crows hype. I did actually order a Crows Guernsey to go here. We've got a Crows Guernsey and a Camperelli Guernsey. Genuinely excited about that. Oski, bet you're happy, mate. It is a bit like Anfield. Good banter to be an away fan at Cardinia Park, mate. Oh, Rochelle. He can't cover it, holding the... Oh, it's a free kick against. Ross does not look amused. He looks like his kids have taken the last party pie. 15 minutes to go. Ben Keys has a shot at goal. Joint BNF winner. Not too sure why he went Hollywood there. Fair play to him. But St Kilda just put themselves under so much pressure when they play football. Adelaide just playing Hollywood stuff. Mid-ball does it again. Kanga TV man, she'll be on with me later at 8. I couldn't agree with her more. Mid-ball. And Rochelle! 3 votes. Can you look past Bailey Smith? Yoko Ono. Do you remember when she sang? Who was it that Lennon sang with? Soul singer. Ohio Skibbity Sigma Riz. Jesus, you sound like my kids. And Draper offloaded it there to Rochelle. And Rochelle has probably done the hardest thing in the world and miss. Was it Chuck Berry? I think it was, yeah. Good call, chat. Yeah, I do remember when you know what? That's why I like Adelaide, because they have literally drafted everyone I've liked in the last 5 years. Rochelle was huge fan of big fan of his, big fan of Rankine as well. Rowan Marshall offloads it. And Saints finally kick a goal this quarter. And it's a fortuitous goal. And that's what Saints have had to do nearly all game. They have had to just make something work so hard. Looks like Nass is on the old pickles. I was thinking Fats Domino. Do you remember him? On Blueberry Hill. Yeah, Fats Domino, you can't beat it. Anyway, well, Saints finally get a goal. Straw Hat, they've been really poised, played predominantly full forward. They made that switch late. It's been Boyd doing it a lot. He looks cooked, though, mate. 55 then plays 122. I like the way that was so cultured in chat. Look, we've got Chris there. Good to see you, mate. Do you know what I mean? We've got a little bit of cultured, man. Like, where else in the AFL community would you have a conversation about Chuck Berry and Fats Domino? It ain't happening. This is it. We are the last pillar of culture. We're on our own here, chat. It's us versus the world. Saints, again, It comes with like 10 minutes left of the quarter and Saints tails wag, and they have a shot at goal. And Rowan Marshall, we've just been giving him a little bit of stick. Still not sure about that haircut, to be fair. But even Saints runner looks lethargic. Dogs, 1. At this stage, Carlton are doing it. Port at this stage. Oh my God, that is not what this is. I still can't believe someone at St Kilda has actually gone, let's play Rowan Marshall at full forward. Whoever's done that needs sacking tomorrow. That'll help fix Saints. I've got a feeling Swans will be all right. If how was that 15? Like, Saints need help, but Jesus. And Saints have conjured up another shot at goal. We've seen quite a lot of him on the ball, but we haven't seen much of him in an attacking dimension. But here is Darcy Wilson. Interesting fact, I went to 3 schools in the UK, and there was 4 Wilsons I knew about in different levels, not related, all dickheads. And Saints blaze that one away. 122 plays 57. Straw Hat, hey, mate, who said common sense was a virtue? Rory Laird back home, down back, and he's looked very back home. That being said, Saints forward pressure has been up there with the French defending Paris versus the Germans in 1939. Chip kick forward, mopped up by Cal Wilkie. Cal Wilkie drives them back inside 50. We're coming up to the 10-minute mark as Mason Woods heads it. Has anyone fallen off as much as Caminiti? That needs to be studied. I won't be Oski. Be spending time with my boys. I can hear them. They're playing in the living room. I'll have a couple of hours with them before I go on BA. Super Sunday for Pom. Hey, Mitch, and we'll be with you every step of the way, my friend. Don't worry. Yeah, I've got my super coach team this year, and I've still got my big league. I cut back on all my leagues this year that I run. I've still carried on doing my big league this year. So that's the only one I'm doing. So that's going all right. Good bunch of lads. Getting busier though. I did see the AI. Interesting, isn't it? Tell you what, Adelaide, even though there's 9 minutes 50 of this and they're leading by a lot, fair play to them. They're still giving it a go. What did you mention, Slobber? It's not come up on my thing. I can't see your comments, Slobber. What did you mention? I wasn't expecting that. So 9 minutes 30. 122 plays 57. Adelaide have been very, very good today, it has to be said. Cruise control for much of the day. I'll have a look. As St Kilda drive it into an empty goal square. And Jack Higgins has one from 750 miles away. can't see anything on Slobber. Jack Higgins, though, kicks the goal. We have got very little time left for Saints to pull this back. Thoughts on North? I've only seen the first half. I've got to watch the second half. But very impressed. They look hard to beat. 9:14 left, Brandon. My only issue with North is I think they play a very open game style. It's going all right, Ken. I was 0-3 at one stage, but I've come back. It's a very open game style that relies on exquisite ball use. So I'm very concerned in that avenue, but they worked really hard. Right. Quality from Slobber. 8 minutes 58. Riley O'Brien does battle this time with Ron Marshall. It's been very one-sided, some of these games. Free kick. Shaw will take the duties. And you know what, though? Miserable from Adelaide's fans. Like, I'd be fucking made up, mate. I suppose it does look a cold, wet, windy day. Jesus, that ball was caught on the wind. 8 minutes 37 to play. Adelaide starting to just put that cue in the rack now, make themselves a jam sandwich, put the kettle on. Mate, it's happened a few times in my existence. Good days, mate, I tell you. They are good days. Want to see how happy I am when we get to 100. It's just chaotic stuff. G'day, Double Dummy. How are you, mate? 123, play 63. I mean, 122, play 64. Why haven't they given... Yeah, they have. How are you, Double Dummy? You know what? The race for the bottom, I think, seems just as entertaining as the race for the top, because I think Richmond and North have basically told everyone we're not as bad as you all think. And then be interesting what the Eagles do, because I was quite bullish on the Eagles. So it'll be interesting what the Eagles do. Like, whoever's 14th or 15th, it could be an absolute shit fight. Yeah, I'm gutted Sid's on there. What is Sid up to on Supercoach? I haven't started him, so I'm doing all right. I think so. I think he was the first debutant sub, wasn't he? Because they had this like stupid AFL rule that no one did it. Yeah, but Shane, you know, people get a bit excited, don't they? Like, I was listening to Sam McClure, and he was like, worst Richmond. They're the worst side ever to play AFL. They might not win a game for a year and a bit. And I'm like, Carlton's 2018 side, I questioned if four of them players were actually legitimate footballers. Genuinely. So easy. Ben Keys gets an uncontested inside 50. And Adelaide have been doing this all game. Yeah, but Shane, like honestly, people just like genuinely, I felt like, go mental. I think this lad is going to be tough. I agree, Genwell, but like when people are coming out with things like that, it just makes me laugh. Jordan Dawson must have some taste. Double Dummy, what's the Supercoach score for Jordan Dawson? That must be fairly tasty. Did I have Jordan Dawson? It's got to be broken. Not bad. Nice scores there. I would have thought it would have been higher. He feels like he's been in everywhere. You know what I mean? I think this is probably his top line, Gen Will. Like, I think he'll have a decent year. What was his break-even double dummy? 102? Rankine has been sensational this game. 5 minutes to go. He pings one up, and Darcy Fogarty has one from just in front. Adelaide's ability to go back to forward has been mouth-watering. I would say the three most impressive sides this week alone, Geelong, Adelaide, and I'd say the Pies, their movement last night was mighty fine. Brisbane would be up there as well because they just keep doing it. But I don't think we've gone. I think the other two sides have gone close to their best. I don't think we've seen the best of Brisbane yet. 29, 129 plays whatever it is. Plays 9, 10, 64. 5 minutes to go. Adelaide have been ruthlessly efficient. They will see this game as a very, very positive for the season. Everything that could go wrong for Saints has done today, to be fair. Like, they have been so off the ball. Against Geelong next week, albeit at the Marvel, I do worry for them. The Melbourne game's going to be good. Jane, I agree. Like, they've just been brilliant. Their ability as well to go slow, then go fast has been a joy to watch. So under 5 minutes to go, Adelaide just still going. I mean, even Riley O'Brien's looked fucking nimble this game. I mean, that's when you know it's bad. Zach Jones gets it out wide. To be fair to Saints, the fact that they're going to probably finish around the 76 mark is amazing. To be fair, because I genuinely don't think the Saints have played well enough to present 20 scoring shots, which you could maybe look at for Adelaide if you were going to be picky. That seems quite a lot of scoring shots considering how they've played. 4 minutes 16, Brandon, my friend. Does feel like a lot of scoring shots given how the game has gone. Like, not taking anything away from Adelaide, they've been brilliant. Probably just one area you look at. And there is another behind to add to the total. General, there's some have you seen, like, next week, there's some really tasty fixtures. Like, I'm looking forward to Brisbane versus Eagles. The Fremantle-Sydney game could be a ripper, couldn't it? The way Fremantle played and Sydney's form could be good. Hey, Shane, I love it, mate. It should be a good game. That'll be an interesting game because, I mean, based on what we've watched today, could be chaos, couldn't it? Jack McRae forces the turnover. Oh. Marv, General, at the Mickey Mouse Stadium. M-I-C-K-E-Y. I always like the North versus Melbourne game. I think depending on how Melbourne go, it looks like Rowan Marshall's done for the day. He's getting ice pack on there. I'm looking forward to that. I mean, just looking next week, I reckon we'll probably do that game. Saints versus Geelong. And maybe have a look at the Freo Sydney game. So 2 minutes 50 left on the clock. And again, we're going to see Adelaide just dance through the middle. It's a game that I've always looked out for, General. Just, being a Pom, like when I first came here, not really knowing. As Phil Thorpe! Oh, tell you what, for a big lad, that guy can play footy. He has been super impressive. 135, 65, the scoreline. St Kilda have been absolutely battered this game. It was a game that I always used to look at, not knowing where the teams were from when I first would look at the fixture list. Felt like a derby, do you know what I mean? Which is a derby, but it just felt like very competitive. Like Sheff Wednesday United, the Steel City derby. There's another goal from just calamity from Saints. But Phil Thorpe, tell you what, he has been pretty good. 3 goals. You know what? He looks like he's one of the instructors on the SAS. Yeah, double dummy, knees on ice. I mean, the guy has moved around like he's had 4 knee recos. Doesn't he look like he should be on the SAS Who Dares Win show? Just like one of the trainers. So 2 minutes to go. Sid Draper comes onto the ball. Holding the ball. 2 minutes warning, chat. Nasir Wanganeen drives it inside 50 and has been so often the case. Picks out the only Adelaide player in a crowd of St Kilda players. And there we are. Saints build up from the back. Caminiti to Boyd. Boyd switches it. Zach Jones? No, Cal Wilkie. Different bold guy. And Saints may finish with a goal. 1 minute 18 left on the clock. Oscar, I'm a Carlton fan, mate. So I've been doing these watch-alongs this week just to basically drown out the noise of what I saw. So Zane Cordy with a rare shot a goal. He has flirted forward before in desperations, but here he is. I agree with that, Shane. He hasn't. But like you said earlier, it feels like Saints players plateau very early. Like, just based on what we've seen from Nas. We're going to do 3, mate, every week. Here we are. Zane Cordy. Straight through the eye of the middle. Saints hit 71. 21 goals, 9. 135 Adelaide plays against St Kilda's 71. Saints been given a bit of a lesson over in Adelaide today. Ah, dear, and Mrs. Pom is not happy. So a minute to go. You know what? The good thing about Carlton losing and Saints losing is I can't get any shit in the house. I mean, there's a huge dub for me because, yeah, she is. Because if Saints won this away from home in Adelaide, I would have been fucking a miserable boy. Sid Draper on top of a mountain of people. Double dummy spot on, mate. Hey, tell you what. That ain't easy. No, she hasn't actually. I mean, Mrs. P's clever, right? That she won't start it until she knows she's got something on it. She was actually really good when I lost to Richmond, but like I think she was more impressed that I didn't lose my banana. Slobber, that's mental. Mental, mental, mental. Do you reckon that's something to do with the fact that it's not really their name of the place where it is? There'll be some reason for that. It's a good spot, General. And there it is, 135.72. Not much to take home for St Kilda. Maybe, as Double Dummy says, Hall was pretty good today. But aside from that, littered with mistakes. Jack McRae was very good and looked a lively sort. Adelaide, they will be very happy with their performance. Their midfield looking very good. Probably some concerns just down the back for Adelaide in the terms of that they did concede a lot of scoring shots. But all in all, a dominant performance from Adelaide. They get the chocolates. I'll be back at 5 on Blue Abroad. Thank you very much for watching me this morning. It's been nice to have you. I'm going to go and have some lunch and get ready. And I'll see you at 5, and then we'll be back here at 8 o'clock. Marnie and me taking you through the week that was. Peace.